The strangest secret in the world is that you become what you think about most of the time. This is what Earl Nightingale once said in his very famous recording. You become what you think about most of the time. And this is a truth that's been said in so many different ways. And if you are watching this video right now, if you're on this channel right now, it's probably because you already think that this is true, that the way you think drastically impact the things you create in your life and your personal reality and how you feel and the decisions you make, and overall it is the cause of your experience. The challenge is that it's not always so straightforward. It's not always that easy to control the way you think and to choose what to think instead, and to kind of make that discipline of mind where you can kind of let go of all that noise, all that feeling thoughts that most of the time serves no purpose. But we really have to understand that as long as we keep on falling into the trap of letting our external reality control the way we think, we're going to continue to create the same level of life because we keep on having the same level of mind. And so even though we think we are in control of our life somehow, if things outside of us control the way we think and the narrative of our mind and the story we create, then we are not consciously creating the life that we desire. We are letting the limitation and the situation and the environment around us set the tone of life as it is. But to be an empowered, conscious creator is to choose what you want and to choose to adopt the level of mind that is needed, the level of consciousness that is needed to create that personal reality and to manifest those things and to bring about that life into your life. Because that is ultimately the power that we have. But it takes belief into thinking that our thoughts have the power to create that, which creates then faith, because without faith, we're not committing, and then we are trying to control our environment and things of this nature, which creates worry, doubt, stress, which creates different thoughts and then keeps us back in the old self. So what's the solution then? Because think about this, if how you think creates how you feel, and we could say that that creates the attitude that you have about life, about relationship, about money, about your work, about yourself. That attitude then controls the way you make decisions. And then that controls what? Your behaviors, and then that controls what? Your energy level overall and the things you create, the result that you have in your life. So at the cause, it's not changing your external environment, but it's actually going first into your internal environment and changing the cause of how you think and creating a new way of relating to your world. Because I can tell you from personal experience, and if we take just the example of money, many years ago, when I was stuck in a scarcity mindset, when I was stuck in the not enoughness, and it's hard to make money, and rich people are always trying to screw you up, and if you're rich, you're a bad person. I had all those layers of unconscious thoughts and perception and beliefs that were really affecting my financial situation, because how could you prosper if you have that level of mind? I go according to money and finances and my ability to make money. So it wasn't until I started to change the way I think about money itself, about being able to afford things, about being able to multiply my income, find new opportunity to make money and all these type of things, that my belief, my attitude, the way I was feeling, and my results started to change. And my whole financial situation started to completely transform. And people could say, well, it would have happened anyway because you worked hard. But that is delusional, because they don't know what's going on in my mind and all the effort and all the work and all the things I did in order to create that container so that my life could be going the way I wanted it to go. So it's not an accident, it's understanding the law of the mind and really committing to purging all that noise to the best of my ability, one day at a time. Because If I invite you today to be honest with yourself and to go around your life and to look at your thoughts for one day and to, at the end of the day, be like, okay, in terms of percentage, how many percent of my thoughts today were empowering, were aligned with the decisions, with the life that I want to create, with the kind of person I want to be? And how many percent are just thoughts that are habitual, the noise, the gossip, the complaint, the automatic random thoughts that I think every day? And not all those thoughts are bad, by the way, right? But we have to become better at screening out those devastating thoughts and beliefs that are holding us back, that are creating the fear, the doubt, that are holding our limitation, that are shooting ourselves down and holding ourselves back from, expressing yourself in whichever way you're trying to express yourself into the world. Because that is the true cause of what you're going to be creating. So you have to change your own inner conversation. And how do you do that? Here's a question for you. If you were already living the life that you want to live, if you were already the person you wanted to be, what kind of thoughts would you have? Whether it's about money, relationship, in your work, about yourself, about life in every role, the state of the world. Brainstorm all those thoughts. Become very familiar with those thoughts. Because if they feel odd and they feel weird and they feel unnatural and you feel like I never thought about this way, it shows you just how far you are from that level of mind on a day-to-day basis. So you gotta make yourself familiar with the way of thinking that will create and lead you to that end state, to that end result that you desire. And this is where the commitment, this is where the discipline, this is where the effort comes, because this is not easy. It is simple, but it's not easy. Everybody can do it, but not everybody does it. Because when you are in a negative state, and you're bound to go in a negative state, and you have all those crazy thoughts, you don't feel like changing your thoughts. Because all you feel like it is thinking more like shit, because that's how you feel. And so it becomes tricky in that moment to snap out of it. But you gotta use your willpower. This is why we have such a strong willpower as human beings, to be able to change our state of mind in a moment, if we choose to. If we choose that what we want is so much more powerful and important than our complaint, than our victimhood, than our powerlessness, and that the things are happening around us right now. And that is truly becoming a conscious creator in your life, when your mind is no longer running your life, but you are in charge of your mind. And then your mind at some point will simply yield. And now you'll have control over it. So this is my invitation for you in this video today. Go ahead, brainstorm, answer that question. How would you think if you were already living that life? If you had already created that level of change? If you had already manifested that thing that you desire? Brainstorm it, become aware of it, become familiar with those thoughts, and start thinking those thoughts every single day for the next 30 days and see what happens. Be well. I'll see you in my next video. As always, please like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you next time. Be well.